This is Sam from Uniondale, and you're tuning into another edition of the Sam I Analyze Show. Folks, two former Knicks are coming back to the Garden. R.J. Barrett and Immanuel Quickley, since being traded to the Raptors, are back tonight. Let's analyze. The Knicks pulled off a trade 10 games ago, and they traded two of their young prospects that I don't know. I don't think people thought it would happen. You know, when you saw R.J. Barrett and, I remember, I want to say a few months ago, I was talking to a friend of mine, shout out to you, JB, and we were talking, and he was like, this Randall RJ thing I don't think works because they both need the space. They both need to attack the basket. And we got into discussion, and then you realize, and then I said, you know what? You're right. 3 lefties. One of them is going to go. And I remember saying, I think Randall would probably go before RJ. RJ's the younger guy. I thought all along, it would be Randall. Boy, was I wrong. But then a year ago in the offseason, when they were talking about the Donovan Mitchell stuff, and then you're hearing the Knicks offered RJ, I was like, whoa, RJ's not an untouchable. And the Knicks, the rope for RJ's development and the leash for him to figure out, get a jump shot and all this stuff, they were not going to continue to hold off for RJ to figure things out. So, a few Saturdays ago, came across the ticker, RJ Barrett and Immanuel Quickley got their walking papers. Leon Rose said, you guys are great guys, but you're out. And I think the trade has worked out for all parties. Honestly, I think this trade, as these two guys come back tonight, I think the trade has worked out for all parties. Now, the Knicks right now have won 8 out of their last 10, 8-2. They're 5th in the East, 25-17. The Raptors, they're 4-6. They've been on the road a lot. They're 12th in the East at 16-26. And yes, the Knicks have done very well. OG Anunoby, his plus minus historic plus 151. But you look at the Knicks young guys, and they have really blossomed. And I guess you're not doing well, so you get to I don't want to say jack up shots because they truly have taken a step, right? R.J. Barrett, he played 297 games for the Knicks. He averaged 18.1 points a game, shot 42% from the field. Both he and he was 34% from 3. IQ was the one, to me, when I saw the Knicks trade him, I was like, oh, man, that one hurt. And I'm like, that one hurt. He was in 253 games, averaging 12.9 points a game. Like RJ, 42% from the field, 30. This one actually was surprising, 37% from 3. So he was right there with RJ. It almost felt like IQ, to me, would have better numbers from 3. But let's look at their numbers as Raptors. You look, and you're looking at an RJ Barrett. He went from averaging 18.1 points to 20.2 points a game. 2 points more, and I think it's great. And his field goal percentage has gone up. By 13%. He's shooting 55% from the field and 39% from three. I was like, okay, RJ. And then you have Immanuel Quickley, went from 12.9 points a game. He's averaging 18 points a game, still shooting the 42% from the field, but his 3-point accuracy has gone up to 45%. I mean, this is great for them. And, what do we expect tonight? I think this trade worked out for all parties involved. I mean, I wonder, are the Knicks going to have a tribute video? These guys have played. RJ almost played 300 games. Immanuel Quickley just over 250 games as Knicks. Are they going to do the video? And I mean, I'm sure the guys are going to be emotional. It's going to be, I want to see, I want to see what happens. They usually don't play the starting lineups and everything, but everybody wants to know what's going to happen. What are the Knicks going to do? And, look, one thing's for sure. They don't deserve any boos. These guys did not request to be traded. Unlike, one young Nick who I'm surprised, but we'll talk about that shortly. But I mean, these guys, Quickley and Barrett, have done a great job for Toronto. And then Masai Ujiri, he saw they did so well. He said, let's peel it back all the way. And he traded his all-star in Pascal Siakam to Indiana. And so Indiana, they see what they see they have an opportunity here, and they picked up an all-star. It's going to be very interesting to see where the Pacers fall now that where they in the mix now, with Pascal Siakam. But if anybody can rebuild the Raptors, it is one Masai Ujiri. And they got Bruce Brown. The whole time I'm like, don't say Bruce Bowen. They got Bruce Brown in the trade, and who's probably going to get flipped. You're hearing the rumors, possibly the Knicks, possibly the Lakers. It's going to be very interesting. But it worked out for all parties involved. The Knicks are doing great, and Anunoby's doing great. The Knicks quite possibly could have been undefeated without this trade. I think if Brunson doesn't get hurt, maybe you heard Tibbs say we were 1 or 2 rebounds away from being on an 8 or 9 or 10 game winning streak. So it is working out. What am I expecting tonight? I think the Raptors are going to get emotional. I don't know. I mean, Anunoby, all his guys are gone. I mean, he saw Van Fleet, being going to the Rockets, and you could see all of that happening. So I don't know if he's home, so he's not going to be emotional. Maybe when he goes back to Toronto. But I expect tonight RJ and Quick to put their best foot forward and have great games. But I think the Knicks are going to handle their business. And I think this OG Anunoby has been a great addition for the Knicks. Great addition. Now, are the Knicks done? Not according to rumors. Knicks are still tied to the DeJounte Murray. And the Lakers are playing well. I don't think the Lakers are going to trade for him. You're hearing rumors that the Knicks, and we know the Knicks have the best offer. They can make the best offer of the teams you're hearing. So it's going to be interesting. You're hearing the Timberwolves, the Lakers. The Knicks can offer first-round picks, and they are dealing with former Knick in Landry Fields, who's the general manager and president, or who's running things over there in Atlanta. So it's going to be very interesting to see what happens. Quentin Grimes, who was once an untouchable, has requested a trade. Come on, Quentin. You got to get in the gym, work on your handle. And I get it. Look, in college, he's used to having the rock in his hands. So, he's used to dribbling and all of this. So he's not, he's out of sorts, and he'll probably blossom like you see Barrett and Quick with whoever team the Knicks trade him to. But tonight should be fun. Should be very interesting. Should be a fun game to watch. But I like the Knicks tonight. I think the Knicks handle their business, and it's going to be a lot of hugs and emotion. But I think it's going to be a win for the Knicks. Now, as we close with our By the Way segment, we end this on a football note. Congratulations to former Giant Antonio Pierce. Congratulations to him, as he is no longer the interim coach of the Raiders, but he is now officially the head coach. Shout out to Antonio Pierce. Now, with that official hire, what does that mean for the Jets? Does that mean the Davante Adams going to the Jets? Is that over? We're going to see. I'd like to thank you for tuning in, folks. I'm on most social media platforms. Facebook at SamIAnalyze, Instagram at SamIAnalyze, on the platform now formerly known as Le Twitter, at SamIAnalyze. Folks, please like, subscribe. Please like and subscribe. So, if you watch the video, it will go a long way. Help me get my numbers up. And you see that notification bell to the right. Please click on that. That will let you know the next time I drop another video. Thanks for tuning in. And as always, à tout à l'heure.